Welcome back to another episode of This Square Room. Gentlemen, I'm going to play a sound for you. And you know, this applies to anyone who's Canadian as well. I think this will trigger anybody who is Canadian. I'm going to play it and then I want to hear your reaction.
Oh, the anthem. I love this one.
I'm so disgusted.
Canada.
So disgusted.
I love that version.
So if you guys are not Canadian, that is, well, see, it's not the traditional
no, but
Canadian
every
anthem.
now and then they would play that one.
What they used to do, I don't know, you guys can tell me like your experiences, but for me at school, it was like every Friday. Like, it's like, you know, like casual Fridays, they would play that national anthem in the morning.
It was just random.
Exactly.
Like, bum, bum, bum. It's like, oh, that's, yeah.
Or
No.
there's the boring one.
No, my school would do it on Fridays.
We'd either get that one, the bump bumps, or like the French one, or like a mixture of French and English.
Oh yeah, my elementary school did it where it's like right in the middle. They have the French section,
and then they switch back to the English right at the end.
It's like, we want to hear that shit.
I literally heard that and I'm like, wow, that's like one thing that you never think you're gonna hear again, and you're just like, yeah, the bum bum bum.
Where'd you hear that?
You just thought of it, or it was on TikTok.
It's a TikTok video, but it was on Instagram.
I wonder if they still play that one.
I'm sure. Like people who are listening who are in high school are probably just like, what do you mean?
I don't really remember the anthem, hearing it that often.
Really?
Yeah. I guess because a lot of the time, my first period class was always gym, so I never really paid attention to it. Like, I think every year first period was gym for me, so I never really paid attention to it.
I feel like that kind of sucks. First period
I
gym
loved
isn't
it.
ideal.
It was great.
It's not ideal when you're a girl, but when you're a guy,
It was
like,
great. It was great. Like, I think it was either first period or second period.
No, but I guess
So
I'm not a
all
morning
day.
person, so for me...
I'm not also.
Also?
No, but it's like,
Massive.
I'm not a morning person, so I often heard the national anthem while standing in the hallway because, you know, you're not allowed to,
late
like...
all the time?
Yeah, but like just late.
course.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're
Late.
not like 20 minutes late, but you're like...
late.
Right.
Right
and,
at the door, and you're just like, fuck.
and they don't... And then the teachers... will like
hall
stand in the doorway, so they're
Uh-huh.
looking out, they're like monitoring their classes, but they're making sure nobody's walking because you're not supposed to walk while the national anthem is playing.
Like, hey, stop!
We didn't have hall monitors. This isn't like elementary school. What's
We
a
had that in
hall
high
monitor
school.
gonna do?
You guys had hall monitors
We
I had
didn't.
the adult hall monitors.
in high school.
Yeah, I had that in high school. Yeah.
You had adults walking around your school's hall monitors.
Yeah.
Oh
Did
yeah,
they not have
we had
regular
them
jobs?
We had them at Pope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had Tony and some other fat shit.
Oh wait, we had a Tony too.
Was he black?
It was like your complexion.
Was he short?
That's still
Muscular.
yes, you
okay.
Des.
It was he's probably the anti-Tony because our guy was short and scrawny as fuck.
Oh, yeah. This guy was like Vin Diesel.
No,
Tony.
this guy was not Vin
It was
Diesel.
crazy because I'm pretty
He's
sure he got
done.
fired after I left sometime because I think he slept with a student or something.
Of course he did.
Crazy like that.
Well, of course he did. That's what always happens.
Yikes. Okay. No, but like for me, my school, we didn't have hall monitors. We just had like teachers or like the office staff, like they would all stand in the hallway while
make sure
like
no one's
we're
moving.
allowed to walk through the hallways while the announcements are playing, but not because we would have first it was like "O Canada" and then it was the announcement. So, but while "O Canada" is playing, you cannot. Right. So it's like I would be like a few steps from my classroom, and then the teacher would come out and be like,
"You're late, bitch."
Yeah, and then I'd
Should've
come
came
in,
earlier.
and then I get marked as late when
'cause
it's
you're late.
like 2 minutes.
Yeah, you're late.
I know. I think I discussed this on the podcast before, but like I've never been suspended, but I did have an in-school suspension because
Isn't it suspended?
of being late. Well, not like a suspension on my records or like where you're sent home.
No school cares a shit about that. Universities look at their suspended at all.
Well, it depends on what it's for. They do care.
They do look at attendance and all
I
that.
guess, yeah.
Because one of my friends, he barely went to school, but he was actually really smart and was doing really well. And his average was like 90 to 95, and he was supposed to get a scholarship to Carleton.
Oh.
But then they called him back and was like, yeah, sorry, your attendance.
You should have went to one of those alternative schools, not SCAD. What's the other one? The university prep one. Fuck, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Oh, wow.
It's weird that they care about your attendance. So when it's like
paying for it.
Yeah, but they're taking your money regardless.
Exactly.
Why do they care? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the university professors don't care. Like
nobody should
they're
care.
Getting paid. Yeah,
You're
it's
grown
different.
And figure your shit out.
Like I see why attendance matters in high school. Like
yeah.
like that, it makes more sense. But
I remember when the anthem would play. If I was like right by class, I would like sneak. I'd like tiptoe.
Yeah, you got to do the thing where like when the teacher's not looking, you like
just quickly
walk.
shuffle over.
They're just like, did you move?
Oh yeah, no, you definitely have to do that. But that was my like I don't know national anthem experience. Like I don't know, I felt it was very. I don't know. I feel like I was late probably like 4 or 5 times.
A week?
And no.
In high school.
Yeah, because like my
That's
school. Well, no, for this one particular for my morning class, my school wasn't semestered, so.
Yeah, mine was
that's not bad.
Right, so like, but that's the thing, and like this teacher she was not nice, and she gave me like the in-school detention there or suspension, and I had to write lines. It fucking sucked.
Then don't be late.
Thank you.
Were you late after that?
Thank you.
Yep.
I don't remember.
Didn't work then.
I remember Pope detention after school was actually like the best time you could ever have.
That's where all the
thoughts
were.
That's where everybody was all packed up into the cafeteria. It was great.
See, but I know that I'm pretty sure with my school they weren't allowed to keep you for us like a detention or suspension in school would be during like your lunch because they're not allowed to keep you after school. Like if you have extracurriculars or if your parents need you to be home to babysit your little sibling, like they're not allowed to keep you after school.
For us, they didn't give a shit.
Yeah, Scarborough, they don't care about it.
They don't
or
care.
your siblings.
Because I think I had a detention after school maybe like twice throughout all high school.
Because that's what you think. You're like detention is after school. You have to stay late after school. But no, I mean, unless I'm wrong, but with my experience, I'm pretty sure it was that they weren't allowed to do that because they don't know what you have going on after school.
They cared.
And they're not allowed to like fuck that up. They probably my school probably had like parents complain, so they changed like the policy or something.
Giving my kid detention. I know it's his own fault, but no.
At Pope, if you couldn't, you could make it up at lunch or something else, but you do owe them and they do keep track. Like you owe me 4 detentions you've skipped. The 5th one is a suspension, and you're just like, okay,
I'll take the at-home suspension.
Okay, just send me home. I don't care.
Oh
well. What would you guys say your like standout punishment or like the strangest punishment you got from your parents was like as a kid? Okay, since no one's saying anything, I'm gonna go first. I would say, okay, so the first one that comes to mind, and I think it's just because like it's Halloween right now, but I remember, and I think I don't remember why. I think maybe it was like, I don't even think it had anything to do with like not doing good on like a test or anything with school. I think it was honestly just like not washing the dishes, not, just like that type of stuff. And I remember my mom didn't let me go trick-or-treating one year.
Oh.
Yeah, you're saying that because like you never got to experience that stuff, but like when you're a kid,
I went 1 year,
and all of your friends are going, like it's like you miss out on hanging out with your friends. Like it's a big deal when your parents don't allow you to like celebrate Halloween and stuff like that. Then it's like you feel like you're not missing out on anything because it's nothing that you were able to experience once you've had a taste.
No, I had a taste
of the good life.
When I was like 15, I did it.
15.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, and I was like, I did, and I was like, this is it.
I was in elementary school. I was probably like 11 at the time.
No, all my friends did it, and I was like, this is what I missed out on. Like, the candy's nice, but
no, that's because you're 15.
I guess
when you're younger,
it's more exciting.
It's a big deal when you're a kid. Yeah.
Yes.
And like the thing is, my bedroom was like over the garage, so I could see all the
Every
kids on
walking
the street
around laughing.
Like it sucked, but like that one, I wouldn't even say it's that bad. I feel like the worst, like, or the weirdest punishment that I ever got was whenever my room was messy and my mom would come to do like a room check. She did this a couple times. She would literally come in and make it messier and make me clean it up. For instance, if I had like clothes on the bed or on the floor, or like my dresser wasn't neat, she would take everything on my dresser on the floor. So like now I can't just
really gotta clean.
But it makes, I'm like, you're in here, you're literally like essentially, she's not throwing shit, but like she's essentially trashing my room and making me clean it. It's like you're making it worse than what it was.
So then I guess in her mind is don't leave your room dirty.
Because if you do, I'm gonna do this again.
It even worse.
Yeah.
That's I get where she's doing that.
Yeah, but like in my like even now, it's kind of like make me clean it. Like why are you making it messier?
You have to clean more because you didn't clean at first.
West Indians.
So I get it.
If you cleaned at first, you wouldn't have to deal with the more dirt.
Yeah, it's just stupid. Like literally, all my stuff from the dresser just whoosh.
Yeah. No, I get what.
If I have
what
clothes like in a pile on the bed, toss them on the ground.
I get what she's doing.
Fold them up, hang them up. It's like, okay, but like I could have done that from the bed. Like you don't need to like now it looks like a tornado came through my room. It's just like it's just so backwards. I didn't understand it. And then there were a few times when she's like, if you don't clean up my, like I said, I still don't think that's not something I would do.
It's not necessary, but that's how Western.
I understand what she was thinking, but I don't think it's necessary, nor would it be something that I would do. But who knows? Maybe one day I'll get so mad when my kid everything off of the dresser.
Punch the glass.
Pull out the doors.
Punch the glass. Jesus, Hugh-Gene. No, and she used to be like, if you don't like clean up your room, like I'm gonna take the door off, but she never did. But
I'll take
she
the door off and make you put it back on.
No, what?
Leave it off. You have no
it's about like you can't hide the mess behind the door if there is no door. Like
put it under your bed. Did she look under the bed?
Oh yeah.
They search everywhere. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to do that. If I knew she was coming to do a room check, shove everything under the bed
or
shove it in the closet. No.
He's thinking of like those movies where like in college that person just
I'm not in fucking military school. This is my home.
Everybody line up. Somebody quickly shoving and hiding something.
Like you just the kids in their room all comfortable. You come over, you just scream out room.
If I had like 3 kids and they each had their own room, I would do that for sure.
Fucking, you're like, oh shit,
panicking. Everybody stand in the hall and wait till I'm done.
Oh, you make them stand in the hall so they can't even do like a last minute.
Nothing.
Just hear me come
while
up
I'm
the
in
stairs.
his room. You think you're gonna be in your room? No. That's not fair.
What if they do like a like while O Canada's playing, you're not supposed to move? What if they sneak away while you're in one's room?
No, I would notice. Now I know you're hiding something.
Here a little bit.
Now I know. I've had a not weird punishment. I don't know, man. I'm too traumatized that it's not even trauma anymore. I just feel like it is what it is.
What's one that like stands out as like the weirdest or the most unique or just like the one that stands out for you? Punishment.
I literally told this story. I think I was to Kaden the other day. I came home from school. I was maybe grade 2, grade 3. So what is that? 8, 9, something like that.
Grade 3.
Yeah, you're like
8.
8. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I come home from school. I know the routine, unpack your bag, do your homework, blah, 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 blah. You can have a snack while you do your homework, whatever. Same thing I do with Kaden. So I come home and they went grocery shopping. Ah, great. Go in the cupboard. I see a granola bar. Ooh, granola. Open the granola bar, take a bite. Ugh, what is this shit? Not granola. Ugh. Throw it in the garbage. Do my homework. One of my parents came home. I don't remember. I just know it was nasty as shit. It came like home.
Oat bar or
one of my parents came home, and because I don't want to say which one it is, came home. They were, I guess, throwing something in the garbage and saw the granola bar and was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "I don't like it. It tastes nasty." "Oh, you think you're gonna waste my money? You're gonna eat it." And I had to eat it.
Out of the garbage?
Yeah.
Was the garbage full?
It was at the top of the garbage.
Oh, that's fine. What was it on top of?
I don't remember. I just remember I was crying my eyes out.
Either way, it's not good. It doesn't
eat it.
It doesn't matter because it's like
sorry.
Even if it was a fresh bag, just
laughing at your trauma.
No, it's like just the bacteria that surrounds a garbage can. Anyways,
your gut biome would be.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't die.
You're alive.
I can guarantee he wasn't excited. He wasn't like, "Oh, my kid's so I'll be okay."
Yeah, no, I was just crying because I was like, it tastes so nasty. I don't want it. I wasn't focused on the garbage. I was like,
it tastes like shit.
When I got older and I'm looking back at all the beats I got, because I got a lot of beats, I was just like, okay, some of them were not necessary at all. Some of the things they did. A couple years ago, I brought one up to my mom, and she's like, "I never did that." And I was like, "Excuse me?" She's like, "That never happened. You're lying on me." I'm like, "Mother, I would never forget this day." because a lot happened that day. It was great, but it was the worst day ever. Oh, you guys don't want to look Joe's story? Oh.
What'd you just say?
I said you look like you're waiting for a story.
No, I was gonna ask you the same question. Like, what is a standout punishment?
I don't really have any standout one. Mine
grew up with both parents.
I have 2 parents, so I got
You've
double
never
the
been
punishment.
punished for anything that
One
you can
loved
remember.
me, one pretended they didn't.
That's true. No, it's not. I don't know. I have no really standout one because my mom was more of the yeller, and my dad was more of the talker. Like, let me love, like, you know what I mean? Like, let's put some like logic into this shit, and like, I'll still make you feel bad, but I'm not gonna yell at you and traumatize you and make you hate yourself.
That's nice.
No, I for me, I just got like, my mom did like the Mexican style, so she like threw slippers at me and shit. That's what I got.
She threw her chancla at you.
But like, as I got older, I like fucking like exactly. I remember one time, because I always did shit in school, and my teachers be like, he did shit on a test. I'm like, thanks, teacher.
I mean, that's their job.
Go fuck yourself. Like, you know what's gonna happen to me, you cunt.
No, they do. They know what's
like,
gonna happen. They do it on purpose.
Yeah, you fuck. Do better at your job.
Yeah, but for most kids, it's like, you know, they need to tell the parents so the parents can help them. Like,
yeah,
but
continuously,
it's how you say it and how many times.
And if you continuously see the kid doing shit at the test, how about you just figure out why the kid keeps doing shit at the test? How about you do your
some kids
fucking
are assholes.
job?
I gotta stand up for my teachers. I do think that some teachers need to like take that extra effort.
Most.
But then I know quite a few people who work as teachers, and I know the effort they put in. And some kids are grateful, and some kids are little shit. So it's like, they gotta take it case by case. Maybe some of your teachers thought you were a little shit.
Probably. No,
like, you know what? I'm gonna call.
No, I was pretty good. I didn't really do shit in class, to be honest. I just did shit. I just didn't pay attention. I just didn't care. Like, when it came to like bookwork kind of stuff, I didn't care.
Do you guys have any like weird punishments that you've gotten from like a teacher or a principal, like school punishments?
Yeah.
What's yours, Hugh?
This was 8th grade. Me and my friend ate a bunch. Cause I had this phase where I like pistachio nuts for some reason. And me and my friend just like ate a bunch of pistachio nuts in the back of math class and left them in the desk. And then randomly I think it was my second last class or something. And then randomly I just got called to the office. No, I got called to the class. Because this is when they started putting phones in the class. And then he just like yelled at me like in the classroom. And I was standing there just like, okay. And he made me, like, people were in the class and he just made me clean out the desk. And then
another class was in there.
Yeah. So like, try to embarrass me. It didn't work. Clean out the desk. Because apparently one of the kids was allergic to nuts, and I was like, "Oh,
Hugh."
But the thing is, the kid that was allergic to nuts was nowhere near the desk.
No, but that doesn't matter.
He's fine.
I'm just saying, as someone with a nut allergy, like, it can actually be quite serious.
But he's alive. He's fine.
I'm just saying, though, it's like
at the moment I didn't care.
You still don't care.
No, I don't.
But I'm just saying, like, when you're playing with people's lives, like, I understand.
I wasn't, because he's alive. Like, if he reacted to...
That's like being like, oh, I hit someone with my car, but like, he lived. He's fine. He can still walk.
If the kid reacted and he was actually near the desk, then I would have cared. But I didn't. And I also had no respect.
Some people just have to smell it, though.
It's okay.
You don't understand how
severe
allergies
I've seen it.
All right, cool.
I've seen the
I'm not going to continue to argue with you because there's no
stab
point.
in the leg.
Okay, but once you haven't experienced it, like nuts, that's why like a lot of schools, they tell people like you can't pack nuts or any nut products for your child because some kids are that serious.
I mean, we clean out the desk, and then like the principal, like was the principal or the vice principal? Well, I think it was the vice principal. He's like, just wipe off the handles, like from like leaning up and whatever, and just wipe them off. And the vice principal was even just like, who cares? And then he was just like, just clean the desks after school. And that's it. I just had to clean every desk.
Inside?
Just the top, and like looked inside. I was like,
oh, like that was like the punishment.
That was the punishment. And I remember they called my dad. And my dad knew this teacher. My dad wanted this teacher to get fired. He hated this guy. And when they told him what happened, my dad was just like, who cares? It's like, you're like, I get it, but like, you're making him. He didn't fuck with the teacher. If it was a different teacher, he'd probably be more like, eh. But it was because it was this teacher that never taught math class in math class. He was kind of just like, go fuck yourself. Like, I don't care. So yeah. No, I think I think I've had. I don't. Yeah, that's the only one I could think of. That's the worst or weirdest punishment I've had in school.
I have 2 that I can think of. One was like a group punishment, and then one was like an individual. So when I was in 7th grade, my class, I remember like we were doing like the art unit, and we were doing like calligraphy.
What's that?
Like, you know, like the fancy writing and the calligraphy pen with the tip, and you dip it in the ink right? And
you did in art class?
Yes. Oh. And I remember, like, I guess, like, the tip of the calligraphy pen is called a nib. And, like, one day, one of the nibs broke. And the teacher was like, who broke the nib? And nobody would, like, say it was them. And we were no longer allowed to do art for the rest of the year. We were punished, and we had to study art history.
Oh, that's my God.
Oh my God.
I never had to do art history in art class. We just did art. Art was
we always did art. No, it was our punishment. And like this is like when I tell you the nib broke in the fall. So throughout the whole winter, spring. Oh we had to do art history.
What kind of art history though? Because art history could be
the boring kind. No, we were all 12 years old.
It will not be fun ever.
You didn't learn about Leonardo da Vinci?
And then this no, not even like cool people. It was just boring. Like I don't remember any of it. It was boring.
George.
No, and the thing is, the teacher was cool, but she was serious. I guess like part of it was
They're
that
expensive.
like she I think maybe she put in some money from like her pocket. I don't know, but she was pissed.
Cheap.
And like my
Mm.
class kind of got a reputation as being like the bad class, and I don't think we were that bad, but like I guess teachers just they were just trying to not deal with kids.
Did you guys ever find out who broke the pen?
No
one in the class like tried to figure it out.
No, we have a few like
suspects,
right? But
so I would tell my teacher, but like I would figure that out and tell my teacher, but I don't want to do fucking shit.
I'm not a snitch. They were my friends.
Snitch.
Fuck! I'm not doing this garbage art history.
I'm the type to be like, honestly, miss, I broke the pen, knowing damn well I didn't break the pen. But if it's just a one person punishment,
fall on your sword for your friends.
You see what I'm saying? I have to, because I realize that I don't really get in trouble from like teachers and people. So if I take the blame, it's like, oh, Des, thank you for saying something. This pen was really expensive, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm sorry, miss. I'm so sorry, and I'm okay with that.
Wasn't me, bitch.
You see the difference? Like, you would take one for the team, and you would
throw the whole
under
team.
The bus.
Fuck the team.
You would run the team over, back it up,
and then try and pick them up. Come on, guys.
Get out, no, kick them off.
Yeah, no, but like, it was so bad that like, so that was 7th grade, and then in grade 8,
it's like music history.
Like my homeroom was it was like the science room, so like it had like the classroom side, but it also had like
Bunsen burners and all that shit.
Yeah, like the tables with like the computers and the burners, and then the side with the eye wash station in case you like, whatever. And it had like the emergency like big red button that like in case like some shit went wrong, like you just shut down the power for the whole room. Now of course, teachers like, do not press the big red button. Every week or every couple weeks, all of a sudden the button's pressed. When I tell you, they hated our class so much that.
So you guys were the cunt class.
Yeah.
I never pressed the button.
I'm not saying you anything, but you were a part of the cunt class. But I had
some friends who pressed it. But here's the thing: they punished us so bad that like every like class up until my grade had a grad trip, a grade 8 grad
Except
trip.
For your class.
They did not allow it. Not even like the local zoo. Like we got.
Wow. I would snitch on my class or some shit. But like figure out who the cunts are.
But
it
happened so many times.
You're not going nowhere. We can't trust you.
That's the thing. Like I could snitch on one person, but it's not just one person.
It's the whole class.
That's annoying. I'd be pissed.
It's like a handful of like 10 people, and it's not every day.
I would snitch out those 10 people.
But it's like we'll go out for like recess or lunch, and then come back. Oh, no power in the room.
Yeah, I would find out who those 10 people are and be like, yo, teacher, fuck these guys. Yeah, but punish them.
They had already decided, because we had the reputation from the year before. Oh, they broke the nib. 7, now they keep shutting down the power.
Deadass, I would go to my teacher and be like, yo, these are the 10 kids. Punish them. Don't punish all of us. Don't ruin my fucking year because of these
guys so much.
I don't give a fuck. Don't ruin my.
I'll meet you on the schoolyard at 3
Meet me at the schoolyard. I'll slap you in the face. But I don't care. You're not gonna ruin my fucking year because of 10 cunts that probably had shitty fucking upbringings.
What I will say is this teacher.
So they just fucking take it out in their schoolmates.
No, she was not nice. She was a mean lady.
Yeah, because you had to deal with your fucks.
But like that's the thing. I was genuinely a good student though, and it sucks when like a teacher takes out something on you that is not deserved.
Caitlin was telling me that today too.
Like
I know it's tons of teachers.
I believe I talked about her on the podcast before, but for those who aren't familiar, like she had like the most beautiful, like piercing, like ocean blue eyes. But when she would get mad, her eyes would like bug out. So we used to call her Popeye.
And her slave master came out in her eyes.
What?
The slave master look in her face came out.
He's like, "No, ancestors, give me strength."
You're horrible. But yeah, so one day, so that was like the group punishment, the individual punishment and I didn't even do anything to deserve it. I you know, like when you're copying notes from the board, when the teachers whatever. Normally, if like I didn't sit in the back, I sat kind of like in the middle. A loser. But that's when I started to not be. No, but I couldn't see.
Oh, that's why. Right. You're blind. I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah. So like I can't sit in the back. So I moved. You know when like you move up and you just kind of crouch and you like use a corner of someone's desk to just copy the notes. I wasn't talking to anyone. I wasn't doing anything. At different times in the year, she would allow people to move forward so we can copy her notes.
Would you guys ask? Would you guys be like, hey, go ahead and move up?
No, she would always just say...
No, because it's like you're moving closer, so I'm not going to be upset that you're moving closer.
Her back is turned. She's writing the notes. She's talking to the class. I'm moving up. I'm not speaking. I'm not disturbing anyone. I'm just copying the notes. But she was having a bad day. She was being a bitch. And she turns and she was like, what are you doing? I was like, I can't see. I'm just copying the notes.
Well, get better eyes!
No, she took a spare desk, like one that no one was using, pulled it, and pushed it up against the board. And she was like, sit there. And she made me sit there and copy the notes. So I had to be looking up like this in front of the whole class. And I'm like, that's so like I literally did nothing. Literally didn't say anything, didn't do anything. I didn't get in trouble previously, not in the previous days, weeks, months, nothing. She was just a bitch.
Then.
And she didn't like me because of my friends. My friends were the ones
the
pressing the buttons.
Get new friends. That's what I do.
I was and I still am. I've always been like the social butterfly. I can be friends with many different groups. So I was friends with everyone in the class. I was friends with the quiet good people, and I was friends with the rowdy bad ones. But like on her bad days, she looped me in with those people, and like I'm like that's so. It was so embarrassing.
You know what I can tell you did nothing because in your story you said she pushed the desk up to the wall and you still copied the notes. Are you crazy? I'm gonna look at her like, miss, I'm not doing this.
I did because
that's be upset if you want to be upset.
That's the type of kid I was. Like, I'm not gonna talk back. I'm just gonna go home and cry.
Your husband's not laying it down to you. Don't take it out on me, ma'am.
Sweet baby Jesus.
What was your like standout punishment from school, Des?
In grade 9, because that's the only year I did French. So in grade 9, me and this kid named Rafael, we played flag football together. Like, we're friends.
Raphael?
No, just Rafael. And we, like, he would always throw shit at me. Like, Pope was just a very fun school. So in class, we're throwing shit when the teacher's not looking, a whole bunch of shit. So Rafael hit me one time, and I was so pissed.
Was he Filipino?
No. I want to say he's Guyanese.
I feel like that's...
No, Raphael, because it's a Spanish name.
His name is not Raphael.
I said Rafael.
I feel like it's probably shortened it.
Rafael.
Even on his like
Rafael.
He keeps saying we're not saying his last name on the podcast.
I don't know his last name.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dad.
So I hit him back really hard. So the teacher, he didn't even turn around or anything. He's like, Desmond and Rafael, like, I need you guys to come to the front of the class. So we're like, okay. So we get up, and he's like, since you guys want to touch each other so much, I need you guys to hold hands and sing the Barney I Love You song. And we're like, shit, yeah, let's do this. Because he wanted to embarrass us. But you can't embarrass me, because if I know that's what you're trying to do, I'm not going to be embarrassed.
Even then, I don't feel like that would embarrass any kids.
No, some guys would be like, ew, I'm not touching him. Ew, that's gay.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, shit, hold my hand, sir.
I guess
I'm here. And we sang, we're swinging, the class is laughing. And like, he realized like we didn't care after, so he kind of laughed. He's like, okay, go sit down. Can you guys actually stop?
Oh, man,
I'm like, okay, je vais te veiller, il va, elle va. Okay.
Oh, look at you.
That's the only thing I remember.
No, but like when you said he was like, oh, since you guys want to touch each other, I was like, where's this going?
Bring the priest! You went to a Catholic school. What else?
Oh my goodness. The crazy part is he said...
Why are you covering your laugh, bud? Why are you covering your laugh? Let it out. You're a horrible fucking person. Okay?
Eugene, I'm not laughing at the joke. I'm laughing at how inappropriate you are.
The thing
You get
is,
what I'm saying, Des?
I heard it, but I didn't comprehend what
I know,
he
that's
said.
the point.
So I was about to say something, and I was like, wait. Did he say? And from the corner of my eye, I see your face like,
yeah, that's the point, man.
Oh man,
you gotta let it boil up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not. Don't get it twisted. I'm not laughing because the joke was. If anything, the joke is like, oh my god, it's not a cackling joke.
Because there's truth to it.
But it's like, why do you have to like? You just say shit. Sometimes I wish I could just like put tape over your mouth.
No one can censor me except for me.
No, I don't think you can censor.
No, I can't because I won't.
Yeah,
allow
it's out of
myself
hand
to be
now.
censored.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Just
my
speaking a
God.
little bit of truth. That's a lot of people's reality.
It's funny because I did want to talk about the Barney thing, but it's like so funny that your teacher made you saying Barney. Yeah. But before we even move on, I do want to ask you guys about the whole like punishment that parents do where they take the door off of like its hinges, like your bedroom door. You've never heard of that?
No.
So it's a thing, and there was a video going on around on the internet.
They take the hinges off the door?
They take the door off the hinges, is what I said.
Let's take the hinges, leave the door.
I was like, why would they just why would you just leave the door?
Mom, put it back up.
Yeah, no, but it's kind of
balance it.
Like I said, like for my mom, she was like, oh, like she never did it, but she threatened it a couple times. She's like, if you don't keep your room clean, I'm gonna take the door off, then you can't hide your mess, type of thing. There was a video going around, and a girl said that she told her mom, like, just came into her room and she told her mom to knock. And I guess her mom took that as disrespect, and she's like,
you want me to knock?
You're gonna be disrespectful in my house. I'm gonna take the door off. And there's a video of the mom taking the door off. Now, who knows really what happened, if all the girl said is knock, blah blah blah. But the comments, a lot, like the conversation is that a suitable punishment, or is it an invasion of your child's privacy?
I would say it's an invasion.
As my child, you have no fucking privacy as long as you live in my house and you're under the age of 18. I don't care how you feel.
Okay, it's funny because like you guys are on opposite ends. I'm like right in the middle.
It depends. Like, I don't want you to. Like, I want you to feel comfortable being able to change and be naked and all that shit.
There's a bathroom as well, you know.
I have seen you. When you take a shower, if you don't want me to see you, change in the bathroom. Yeah, I guess. What are you doing in your room that you feel like I'm invading your privacy?
I think, let me tell you something.
No.
Not under my room.
You see what I'm saying? No, because I used to touch my pee-pee, so I know what you're doing.
I know what the damages it does.
I know what you're doing.
When I do that,
did you say when your mom caught you smoking, she was like, I know what you're doing.
Yeah, what you're doing is gross. And it's like,
it's disgusting.
It only took you 2 years.
No, but I see it like, it depends on what it is. If my child is being rude and disrespectful and slamming doors in my face, I'm like, okay.
If I was a kid,
you want to slam a door?
That's what I'd ask. But
what you don't understand is it's not your home. You're not paying bills. You cannot modify my home curtain, door,
nothing. It's not really a modification.
You put a curtain, I will light that curtain on fire. What do you mean? You would have to
then you're going to burn your house down.
Then I guess we're going to sit here and burn the house down.
We're all going to burn.
You want to see who's wickeder? Let's see who's wickeder. That's why I'm glad Caden's a good kid, but at the same time, I have this like this parent in me that wants to like just go crazy, and I just can't because he's such a good kid. Like I want to beat him. He's 11 and never got beat. You're not black.
Tell him like just be like, yo, just act up just once.
I tell him all the time, like do it.
Be a cunt.
But like, you know what? Today they say teenage years are when they kind of.
But the thing is, he's 11.
Oh wait.
He still has time, yeah.
The way we both are, I can't see that happening, and that's the frustrating part.
No, just tell him. Just be like, when it's around your birthday.
You're like a dad, but you're still his friend.
Yeah.
That's not good luck.
No, just be like, for my birthday, just be bad. Everything you know I'll hate, just do it.
He's afraid because on the weekend.
Well, yeah, you said you'd kill him.
On the weekend, my brothers called me at like 2 p.m. I'm sleeping because I have work at 5. My brothers call me. The youngest one calls me. He's crying. Talk to your brother. Blah 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 blah. So I call the other one. He's telling me some dumbass story. So now I'm just upset. These guys are waking me up for nonsense. So I call my mom. I call Caden actually because Caden is there. I call him. I say, Caden, what happened? So he tells me the story. The story is that the older one went in the room, told Caden and my other brother to wash the dishes. If they wash the dishes, he'll order them pizza. Okay, Caden
order the pizza?
No, the older one.
Oh, I'm like, that kid got money.
So he, so Caden went to wash the dishes, but the youngest brother didn't. So now, the middle one orders the pizza for him and Caden. Youngest one decides, I want some pizza. No. Went downstairs to go get it. You're not getting no pizza. Yes. So they get into a fight. and the youngest one coughs on the pizza, especially now Corona's going around. And my brothers are...
But even if COVID wasn't a thing, you know, that's like the sign. Yeah, of course.
So they start fighting and whatever. So that's how they call me. So I get off the phone with Kaden. I call my mom. I'm like, I need you to understand something. I'm going to your house. And she's like, please. And when you go there, kick them out. Tell them don't come back, blah, blah, blah. I just want you to know I'm going to your house. Whatever happens, happens. So now I'm going to drive from Scarborough to Ajax. I go and I call them both down and I'm yelling at both of them.
Nice lip smack there.
Oh, thank you.
It sounded like a sound effect. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and I call both of them down, and I'm yelling at both of them. I'm telling them, you guys are annoying. You're too old for this. If you guys don't like each other, nobody cares. Nobody cares what you guys do anymore. If you don't want to live here, don't live here. You guys are annoying. Nobody likes you guys. Like, stop. You want to fight? Go outside and fight. Kill each other. Just leave everybody alone. Like, mom's at work, stressed. You're calling me. I don't even live in this house. If I come back to this house, and I told him, I said, if you guys make me come back here, I will mash up everything in this house. And you know why I won't care? Because I don't live here. Your mom's going to be upset. Tell me I need to buy it back. I'm not going to buy it back. What's going to happen? Nothing. What's going to happen to you? No TV, no video games, no nothing. Stop. You're 21. You're 17. Stop. And I'm yelling at them. And
oh, that's how old they were.
Yeah. They're grown. They are. This is Sunday.
No, I know it was recent, but I didn't know how old.
This is like yesterday.
I didn't know they were that old. I thought it was you're a kid.
They've been fighting since
he said
they were
brothers.
born.
Oh, I would make them fight.
No. But like
make them
fight. I'm not gonna make you guys fight. I'm gonna fight both of you. And I'm going to kill you guys.
No, I would buy some boxing gloves.
No.
That's what I would do.
No, but you're thinking of it like, okay, they're angry at each other, get some... No. They're not the type to be like, okay, let's wait and then fight.
No.
I'm going to break this glass and I'm going to stab you. Oh, that's the level they're at.
I'd fight them.
So I just yelled at both of them and then...
I have a question. Would you let relatives... punish you like because this is, let's say we're all into beating. My thing is I wouldn't.
Yes.
Because my rule is that tell me what the kid did and I'll deal with it.
No,
I wouldn't let anyone hit my kid.
It depends.
No, if my kid did something under your watch, like if Kaden is sleeping over your house and you wait to tell me 3 days later what he did.
I wouldn't wait 3 days.
But you're gonna Kaden did this. Now I'm gonna have to come get Kaden and all of that. No, beat his ass right
now.
No,
I wouldn't beat someone else's kid. It's too much legal stuff.
Shit, I give his coach permission if he ever acts up, but he doesn't act up. Oh my god.
Like if it's like my mother, like I would trust my mother, or like maybe I don't know, the godparents of your kid, because the idea of a godparent is that like if you pass, they're supposed to be the ones that could take care of your kid. But like not just anyone, not any old aunt or cousin.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No,
because my rule is like if like one of my cousins beat my kid, I'm like I'm beating my cousin.
Yeah, beat my kid, but under good reason. If you don't have good reason, then I'll beat your ass. Like, it's okay.
At the very least, call me and be like, listen, Junior did this. Can I whoop his ass? I'll be like, go ahead, square up.
I still would be like, no.
But like, no, you can't put your hands on someone's child without permission. Well, you shouldn't put your hands on a child, period. But like, even like to punish a kid, like you have to get the parents' permission. Because some parents will be mad if you like, if you're babysitting a kid and you decide to take away the iPad.
I don't know. Jesus.
Some parents will be upset. That's not your iPad.
Why does a kid have an iPad?
But that's just like in school when teachers would take away the phone and the students like, that's not your phone. You can't touch my phone. Where do they learn that from the parents?
And then the parents call and they're like, give my kid back his phone.
I gave
and
them
the teacher's like, but they were being disrespectful on the phone during class. It's like, I don't care. You cannot punish my child. So, And
that's why children are as bad as they are.
But yeah, so how do you feel, Des, as a father about the door thing? Like, would you ever...
Take that fucking shit off.
No, but like, would you... Okay.
Would I ever take away Caden's door?
Like,
I would take away every single door but mine, just for him to understand a point.
Where are you going to put the doors?
Because if I take...
the garage?
What is he going to do? I dare you to put the door back on. Do it if you're bad. There's no room door. There's no bathroom door. There's no screen door. There's no basement door. Mine, I take off the front door itself and just leave my door.
Oh, if I ever caught my kid, like when they're young, obviously, too young, if they were ever having sex, that's when the door comes off.
No,
it's
I'm leaving
like,
the door on. I don't want to see that. Because the door off is not going to stop.
I'll just toss a condom. Like, here you go, man.
Because you imagine, the door's not on. You go to work. Your kid thinks you're at work. Maybe some reason you leave early that day. You go home. There's no hiding it now.
No, you're not supposed to have boys in your room.
I'm not supposed to, but I do. Yeah. And you're not supposed to be home.
And you're not supposed to have friends over without asking me first.
We know we all did that.
No, we know your schedule.
I did it 100 times with my mom. My mom came downstairs in the basement one day. Actually, I was peeing. I had a friend, just a friend.
You said you were peeing. He goes,
Yeah, I was using the bathroom, and we're smoking in the basement, but I'm also burning incense. And one of my friends just came in. So it's me, him, and this girl. They're in the basement. I'm in the bathroom. I go downstairs, and the girl's like, she's going to the bathroom. She goes to the bathroom. I hear the front door again, and I'm like, the front door? My mom comes down the stairs screaming, and I'm like,
yeah, incense don't work.
No, it did. It did. But the thing is, I don't know, because I was really high. I was really high.
What works is turning on the shower and the fan and letting...
No, but we're in the basement. There's no bathroom down there.
That's what you do.
So...
That's what you do.
Yeah, we just... Yeah, she was yelling. She was cussing. She threatened this and that. But she still had to go to work. She just forgot something. But as a kid, for sure. What? Your parents aren't home? Yeah, bring people over. Yeah. I encourage Caden to do this. I told his mom, like, be ready. Like, soon he'll be sneaking out when you're sleeping. Like,
yes, sir.
He'll be going for joy rides with his friend with your car. Like, just know what you're going to do when the time comes. Like, if you ever... Like, Caden knows how to drive stick even now.
Really?
I drive stick. So from he was like...
That's a good skill for the kid. That's
even
rare.
When he was like 5,
What's
6.
that voice?
Well,
no, that's a shock. That's good.
Your
the fact
Bill
that
Cosby voice.
The kid knows how to drive.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good skill.
From he could sit in the front seat. I would just take his hand and make him change gears. So sometimes I'll purposely be eating like my Chinese food while I'm driving, my leg on the wheel, and I'm like, change gears. Why are you
eating like this?
Because I'm using both hands.
Yeah. But you're like shoveling
chopstick. That's how they eat in anime.
With one chopstick in each hand?
Yeah. When they're eating fast in anime, they do that.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. So, like now, the other day, I let him reverse out of the driveway.
Does he know how to do heel toe? Do you know how to do heel toe?
What the fuck is heel toe?
Okay, that's
the only heel toe I know is the dance. Oh my god, the heel toe, slide.
You know how to like rev match and do all that stuff?
No.
Oh, I could teach you if you want.
No. Because I'll have too much fun.
Okay, we're not getting into the car talk because once Hugh starts, he's not gonna stop.
Okay.
But yeah, so there's things that like the door, take that off. I don't care. Invasion of privacy. You have no fucking privacy once you live under my roof and you're under the age of 18, not paying rent. Yeah, when you pay rent, you can have your privacy.
Hugh, I do agree with you that under certain circumstances, like it is, if like I said, this video, it just says that the girl asked her mom to knock and the mom took the door off. Like stuff like that in cases where it's not warranted. Like
how
for
old
me,
is the girl?
I don't know. The girl was recording, so she was behind the camera, so you don't actually get to see her. Okay. Yeah, but I think
in there, Mom, you look like a bitch.
But either way, I don't think any parent is gonna do that after one like, oh, you're supposed to knock.
No, obviously this little bitch has some attitude problems.
Yeah, like I would totally be like, I feel like I will knock for my child. They deserve that.
Anybody does.
Yeah,
once the door's closed, of course you knock.
No, however, but in extreme situations, if we've been going over this for X amount of time and nothing's getting better, it's like I'm not opposed to it. Two times.
I repeat myself once. The second time is just a look to let you know. This is the second time. After that, you have no more chances.
Yeah.
Okay. Earlier you had mentioned Barney. So I don't know if you heard. I know you heard, Hugh, but Des, I don't know if you've heard that Daniel Kaluuya from Black Panther and Get Out. You
the one with the guy with the one he sat on the couch, his eyes got all open and shit.
Yeah, Get Out.
I've never watched Get Out.
You're not missing much. Black Panther, the guy with the
Wakabi.
The Wakabi, the guy with the blue shield.
Anyways.
Oh, the one that's married to the girl.
Yes. The
okay.
Yeah, so he is making a live action version of Barney and Friends.
Is it not?
But it's gonna have a dark twist.
Yeah, like that's every children's story now these days.
And then I guess like when he asked why he wanted to bring like an updated version of Barney to like live, do like a live action version, he said, Barney taught us, I love you, you love me. Won't you say you love me too? But what happens when this isn't true?
I hate you. You hate me. I'm going to eat your family.
It doesn't have to be hate, but it could be like it could be like a love that turns into obsession.
Yeah.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, I don't know. So people on the internet don't, for the most part, some people are into it, but most people don't seem to be liking the idea. They're like, why are you trying to do this to my childhood? The one good memory I have from childhood.
Really?
Like, Barney taught me so much. Like, you don't need... Like, yeah, people are not really... Or people are just like, why? Like, why, Barney? Why? It's just... I don't know.
Why, Barney?
So, my question to you guys is, would you guys watch it? What do you think?
Not. I don't like scary movies.
It's not supposed to be a scary movie. It's just... It's first of all, it's live action. So, it's like a play, but on TV.
Like a thriller?
When they say live action, right? Barney wasn't really like a cartoon.
Yeah, Barney was live action.
So it was already live action.
I guess it kind of,
Yeah, that's why when you said live action the first time, I was like...
No, but there was a cartoon version of Barney.
Oh, was there?
Like later on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like the original, no, you're
Would
right.
I watch it? Somebody would have to recommend and tell me that like it's absolutely, positively not scary at all. Because I can't do pop-ups.
I'd only watch it if someone dragged me to watch it.
I would watch it out of curiosity.
Nah, I wouldn't care.
You know, because
and that's purple.
I wasn't, huh?
It was purple, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't into Barney, but it was like, you know, just for curiosity, I definitely check it out. Oh, that's so
cool. If they do that and that turns out well, he should do one with Teletubbies.
That'd be
that shit's already
four
dark.
Of them. Exactly, and there's
no, with Barney, he had like PJ and Baby Bob.
Did you see the picture where they took off the outfit and they're just like slugs? Yeah, there's like a picture of them climbing out of their suit. The legs aren't really their legs. They're just like a blob. And they just crawl through like the suit and then that's their blob.
What do you mean
body.
they?
The Teletubbies.
No.
That's the picture I saw and I was like, okay, that's the story.
No, it's people in there. What?
Yeah, they're slugs.
Yeah.
Shut up. You don't even know what he's talking about. Yeah, they're slugs.
They're slugs. You know that? They come out their mouths.
They're sluts.
They're a bunch of whores.
Okay, well, before we...
Fuck each other.
Before we continue, I want to take some time to give a special thanks to Smart Home for partnering with us again for this week's episode.
I love you.
SmartHome.com has just about any smart home device that you may be looking for. Smart home hubs, smart thermostats, security cameras, so much more. Their devices don't interfere with any of the existing wiring or radio frequency signals in your home, so your smart devices are always functioning at their highest level without messing with anything else. And as always, Smart Home has hooked us up with a discount code that you can use to get some awesome smart devices and at a great price. So you can use the discount code ROOM10 at checkout for 10% off on their website, smarthome.com. And you can follow them at smarthome on Instagram and, did I say that weird? Instagram.
What'd you say?
And I think I said Instagram. Follow them at Smart Home on Instagram and at Smart Home Inc. on Twitter. Now, our listeners, I mentioned this in our last episode at the beginning, but our listeners now have the opportunity to, participate in the conversations that go on in this square room. So for those of you listening, if you have an interesting story that you want to share on air or a question that you want us to answer live on the podcast, you can do so by submitting your story or question directly to us on our website at thissquareroom.com/ask. And, be a part of the show. And yes, if you want to, you can remain anonymous. So don't worry about exposing yourself. So again, to have your question answered or your story shared on the podcast, go to the Ask Us tab on thissquareroom.com, or you can go directly to thissquareroom.com/ask. So we have a question from Mikey, and he says, I appreciate a lot of things like my parents, my best friends, and even this podcast. This is one of the many podcasts that remain to be themselves and genuinely funny. So my question is, what are 2 things that you appreciate in life?
That I appreciate.
First of all, thank you, Mikey. That's really nice.
I want some dark shit, Mike.
Damn.
Fuck, man.
You're going to call the man Mike.
Mike, right? Who says he responds to Mike? 2 things, huh? Mm-hmm. One of them, I can't think of 2 because I'm a person who appreciates like everything, even the bad things that I've been through.
So. Okay, you know what? How about this? We'll answer the question, but I feel like, because like for me, I don't know about you, but like for me, the things that come up are like, like my family, my friends.
Oh,
like,
God, no.
Oh. I was going to say, why don't we like give our 2 answers, but it can't be the basic, obvious answers.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we'll say that close friends and family and health
we're gonna cancel those out?
Are all implied, yes.
Great.
Because, like, obviously we're all thankful for
I don't
those
really
things.
care about much then. So, that leaves me with, I am thankful for whatever teacher that was in grade 3 that taught me how to play volleyball, because
that's a nice one.
I don't care for basketball, and like when we used to play, like I was just athletic, so I played. But volleyball, like I really understood.
You love.
And volleyball. Like I used to take my anger out there, and like I get to hit the ball as hard as I want on purpose and not get in trouble. Come on, I'm aiming for people on purpose because you piss me off. And I won't get in trouble. I won't get thrown out the game. This is exciting.
That's good.
So I'm very appreciative of that teacher. I don't remember his name. I just remember it was a black guy. I was in grade 3. The grade 6s were playing. I stayed after school, got beat for it. That's not the point. But I just picked up the ball after the game one day because I've never seen this sport in my life. And I picked up the ball.
You got beat for doing extra.
No, I wasn't doing extracurricular. I was just watching.
He stayed at home. But
I stayed after
his mom
school.
didn't know that he was staying. So it's like, where were you?
Exactly.
You could have been kidnapped.
School was over at 3:30 and it's 5:00. How are you just getting home?
Yeah, and an 8-year-old,
that's watching a volleyball game. Lies!
Exactly.
Volleyball?
Maybe a couple months
Pussy,
before
that's what you're going for.
A couple months before that, she caught me almost kissing this girl behind a dumpster. Ooh. It was so awkward.
Dumpster?
Yeah, because they had like the after school program, and like they were my 3 best friends, and and I dared the other best friend to kiss the girl best friend. I dared Ryan to kiss Shayna because I knew Ryan liked Shayna but was afraid. So this is me.
Ryan's a girl?
No, a guy. I'm being a good wingman, and Shayna's best friend is Katie, and I have a crush on Katie, my first wife. Katie, I still love you, honestly. So Ryan and Shayna kiss, and I'm like, ew, whatever. Okay, Desmond, I dare you to kiss Katie. I'm not gonna kiss Katie. I really wanted to kiss Katie, right? So she's standing there like, whatever, do it if you're gonna do it. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Finally, when I decide to man up and try and do it, as I'm leaning forward, Ryan's like, oh, Desmond, your mom. I turn, I look. You know the look your parent gives you when you're in shit. I was like, fuck. I grabbed my bag. And my mom just turned around and went straight back to the house. She didn't say a word.
Really? Yeah. My dad, when I was younger, because I used to sneak my girlfriend into my house all the time because I didn't know if I was allowed to.
Because that's what kids do.
Exactly. Because my room was.
My kid. I'm gonna
you're not gonna
cameras.
know. You're not gonna know. And
I'm gonna have cameras.
They'll figure it out.
They will figure it out.
They'll figure it out.
I'm sure they'll figure it out. I just gotta stay one step ahead.
You won't.
They won't have the authorization code.
They don't need it. They'll figure it out. Trust me.
If the camera's
sneak
covered,
her in the garage and do it in the garage.
They'll figure it out.
No, there'll be cameras inside, outside.
No, because like
you can't make a sandwich without me knowing.
Because like my bedroom window wasn't my room. My room was in the basement, and my bedroom window was easy to kind of slip in and out of.
That's cool.
So like, I would sneak her in, and then one time she snuck out, and then I was leaving out the front door because I was gonna walk her home, and then my dad just drove up, and then he walked, and she was like, she just walked out, and we all were just like. And then my dad looked at me, smiled, and just continued to walk in the house.
Nigga.
And he never brought it up. He just was like, okay, Eugene, I see you, my little boy.
Toxic masculinity.
My
because if that was his daughter, he would be like, what is this whoring going on in my house? Oh, man, I can't. I honestly can't.
Neither can I. Can't, but here we are doing it anyways.
But alas, here we are.
Is there number 2? Was there 2 things you're supposed to say? Your thing?
Yeah, the volleyball thing. I think that's sweet because knowing how much you love it and how like big of an impact it's been on your life, that's a really great thing to be thankful for.
Yeah,
or appreciative of, I guess.
And that's... chicken.
Okay, all right. Well,
I really appreciate chicken. Whoever killed that first chicken and decided to cook that up, boy, God bless your soul. Rest in peace, because we did some things with them chickens.
I feel like the first person to do a lot of things, it's just like...
You're fucked.
Yeah.
Well, what probably happened is
imagine you see this little chicken and you're like, I'm gonna slaughter it. I'm gonna
slit its neck. Well, they probably didn't
drain
skin
its
it.
blood.
Yeah, they probably didn't do all that. They probably just like
even worse.
Well, probably it's probably what happened. They probably punched her, so I'm sure threw a rock at it, ate it raw. It's like, bleh. And then they
over time.
And fire was hopefully created by. They probably figured out fire, but then
wait, what did they eat before they made fire?
Raw food.
Probably just red meat, because red meat you can eat raw.
But I don't think they knew the difference between.
No, they didn't. So they just figured it out over time.
Yeah,
it's like with like certain plants.
I'm like, they couldn't just be full off of like berries and
that's
stuff.
That's like the first person who tried to swim.
She just jumped in.
You're dead. You're dead.
I understand the like the temptation of wanting to like go in like to your waist, put your feet in, but then it's
this?
like the person who keeps going
is brave.
This is walking.
Honestly, they probably died
Dead right away
because like you don't know how to swim.
You don't know nothing.
Or there were a witch.
Crazy. Like remember Hugh? You talked about the first person who discovered that like cow's milk.
Nah.
Pervert. Pervert.
You saw like a calf drinking milk and you're like, you know what?
Well, I wonder what this is.
Man, I discovered something. I'm about to change the world, honey.
Yeah, like it's like I don't know. The first person to do anything is always like weird.
Weirdo.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Two things that I'm
Who's
thankful
next?
for.
Go.
I hate you guys. Something that's not the basics. Okay, one is Netflix, and like not. I shouldn't just say Netflix.
I'm going to slap you.
Yeah.
No.
Makes me want to slap this laptop.
You could say chicken, and I can't say Netflix.
Yes.
There's more
Get
use
outta
about
here.
chicken.
Before Netflix, we still had movie websites.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I meant just shows and movies in general. Because for me, when I'm stressed, like that's my escape. Hugh, whatever you're doing, stop.
No.
Like it's like an escape. You know, being able to like watch something and like just get my mind off. I think. Plus, some shows and movies are so good.
They're really good.
You know what I mean? So like, I just love like film and that whole genre, and I'm really thankful for it because it's not only entertaining for me. It's just like an escape sometimes when your mind is going with a lot, and you're like, you know what? Let me just sit and watch and binge watch a show and just like get my mind off of everything. So that's something I'm thankful for. God, and another one.
Jeez, this is hard.
Well, the next thing that like comes to mind is like my car, just because it's like honestly, I think especially now it's getting colder.
Yeah.
Like thinking about having to take the bus, I'm like that is something that I never. No, it's not even about like status or anything.
Lower class people.
I just hate it. I hated it. I hate having to wait.
When people
I
tell
hate
me
the
that,
crowds.
I don't get it. I loved it.
I hate the cold.
I like taking the train.
No.
I miss it.
I always felt like it calmed me down.
Yes, yeah.
Like I'd smoke before I go on, and like it's just a nice calming ride. I have my headphones. Like my cousin Jade says the same thing you do. Like never in his life will we ever take the bus again.
I'm so thankful for my car. I'm so thankful. Oh my God, I appreciate that bitch. Her name is Jackie.
Who's Jackie?
My car. So that's what I'm appreciative of. TV and movies and my car.
Who's next?
Okay.
The word is literally go, 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 and all you did was
He was doing the robot too.
Yeah, come on.
God.
Two things I'm thankful for.
Well, I think it was appreciative.
Mikey, come on. Next dark questions next time, buddy.
Dark questions. First you said you wanted funny questions.
Funny, dark and funny are the same for
Mikey,
me.
Mikey, you hear that?
For Mikey, it's not the same thing. Funny and dark are not the same thing.
Yeah, there is dark humor, but like I feel like a question.
Dark humor question, buddy. Next time.
Have you watched Sabrina, by the way?
Just one episode.
Oh, really? It's not bad. She's stupid, but it's not bad.
I've heard. Yeah.
What was the thing? Two things you appreciate of?
Mm-hmm.
You have short-term memory loss?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the weed.
Yeah, he said.
I'm getting my brain cells back.
What are two things that you appreciate in life?
I appreciate doing kickboxing, because one, it made me lose tons of weight insanely quickly. Because before I started it, well, it helped me with mental health in general. Because I was a fucking mess. I'm still a little bit. But I was also like, at the time, I think I was between 230, 240 pounds. And then after about 6 months of doing it, I got down to like between 195 and 200. Because I was like psychotic. I was doing it almost like every day. But what I loved about it, one, the discipline and what it did to my body, but it helped me show the limits of past the limits, because every class, especially when I had like the certain teacher, I'd always get past my limits. He'd force me to get past my limit.
Your P's are so hard.
Pah!
Eugene, I have headphones on. Jesus.
No, like
me too.
Sorry. No, what I liked, it would help me get past my limits. So that was nice, and I learned. I don't know, it's cool knowing how to fight because it helps with your confidence. Because it's nice knowing that you'll be in like a room of people and you know that you could probably fuck up everyone in that room because you know they probably don't know anything.
You know what's funny? I had this conversation with this random big light skinned guy in Jamaica. And before, I know, right? Random, right? Before we spoke to each other, like, we've seen each other other places. So when we finally spoke and we realized, okay, you're cool, haha. He was from Etobicoke. And me, him, and my other cousin, who's pretty big, we were talking and we're just like, yep, we saw you, you know? As big black guys, I don't know why, we always, wherever we go, we have to scope out to see who there is a threat. So when we went clubbing, I saw him there the first time. If a fight breaks out, I looked at him and I said, I could probably take him. I'm not sure, but I got Jade here too, so we're good.
That's
and
what you actually do, like,
every single time. No matter where I go, I look around to see if something happens. Am I good?
I don't know if I've done that. Maybe I have some. Maybe I have. I don't know.
But because you know how to fight, you're not really concerned.
Yeah, because that's the thing I like about knowing.
Who do you guys think would win in a fight between two of you?
I know where to hit.
Oh.
Yeah, he would have to like.
I know where to hit.
Yeah.
I know what to do.
I'm the type to just strangle him to death. That's why I can't fight. I don't understand. I'm not fighting to just punch you in your face. I don't want you to attack me.
No,
again.
I know.
So I'm gonna break your arm.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I know what to do with certain size people. I know what to do.
Because I think you have more technique for sure.
Yeah.
You're like a raw
like
street
just,
gremlin. But you
Hulk smash.
You have like the size and strength, but he has the strength as well, but the technique.
Yeah.
It could be a pretty fair fight, actually.
Yeah. You never know. But the thing I like about doing the kickboxing too is it makes you actually know, like, the nicest people you'll ever meet are people that do martial arts. It's because it's weird because it's like they know how to destroy you, so it just makes them more nicer and humble. I don't know why.
I don't know. What's that guy's name? Khabib? Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't look too nice. I don't want to talk about it.
I met a guy, like, he's like a local guy, and he does MMA fighting. He's not obviously in like the
professional.
He does it professionally, but he's not like a super well-known name, but he does do it professionally. And like, you're right, he is a nice guy.
Yeah, because it just makes you humble. Well, it makes you humble because
he's small too.
It makes you humble because you're constantly getting fucked up by people that are better than you. That's the thing. Like, I would get when I would do like a little bit of sparring or just like hitting pads with somebody. I'd a lot of time want to go with someone that's better than me, and they would fuck. Like, I had this one friend. She would always fuck me up. Like, she would kick, and I'd be like, oh fuck. Like, it would, like, in that, it humbles you in that way because you see her, and you'd be like, oh, I could easily take that girl, and then she would kick me, and I'd be like, never mind. And she also knew Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and that's like the great equalizer. Yeah. And I knew, like, I knew, like, oh no, she could kill me if she wanted to, right? So that's, I don't know, it's good mentally, and it just humbles you up, and it's just obviously good for fitness and shit. And then the other thing I appreciate getting into wilderness and all that bullshit. I'm happy that I got into that.
Wow, that was one.
Huh?
No, sorry.
Yeah,
that was one, I know.
Yeah, that's the thing. No, when Hugh talks about things that he's passionate about,
don't shut up.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
That's why you can't really talk to him about cars, politics, any sort of like mental, spiritual journeys, like meditation, all that stuff, wilderness.
I'm passionate about meditation.
But I'm just saying it's something you could go on about.
Yeah, that's true. No, I'm happy I got into that crap because...
happy I got into that shit.
No, it gives you a better appreciation for the world and the beauty of the world.
That's good.
That's
I
nice.
don't have
and yeah, I just respect like shit more.
Oh wait, I want to.
Like when I see a bear.
No, Netflix.
Like
No. I didn't. I said
like,
Netflix.
I wasn't gonna take out Netflix. No.
I wasn't gonna take that away. No, I was just gonna say like traveling. I love seeing the world. But no. I'll stick with my two. I'm still like, honestly, but it's not just Netflix, like TV, cable, anything, just shows anywhere that I can consume like
nonsense.
Yeah, YouTube, all of it, like any sort of streaming or cable service. Yeah, just like shows, TV, movies. But yeah, thanks, Mikey. That was a good question. If any of you guys are listening, want to contribute to the conversation, have us discuss something or ask us a question,
ask us something that makes us uncomfortable and laugh.
That's thissquareroom.com/ask. Well, no, like you don't have to ask. It's Hugh. Don't make people think that it has to be.
What's next?
Yeah, like if you guys have a question, like a life question. I know, Des, you get people reaching out with like a lot of like relationship style questions, like anything you guys want us to answer. Or again, if you guys have a story that you want to share and just have us kind of react to it, whatever you want to do. We are here to listen.
Is this the time where I can show you my clip?
Okay, yes.
Okay, so
but
it's not gonna be like last week.
It's not like last week.
No.
Like everyone, Hugh-Gene has a clip for us.
It's
and
not even close
if
to
you
last
listened
week.
to last week's episode, you know that it didn't really go well
at all.
So please understand why Des Wayne and I are very
cautious,
apprehensive.
Very, very nice.
So this clip is not as bad as last week. It's well, just to see. All right, ready, guys. Okay.
I feel like you're a little far from the mic. What am I looking at?
Is that on purpose?
No, it was an accident.
Well, I don't understand.
Is he reversing?
I don't know.
I don't understand what I'm looking at.
The car ran into him.
Yeah, the guy was driving the car.
But the guy didn't move. You see a car coming towards you, don't you move?
I'm so confused. Yeah, because at first I thought it was a mannequin.
No,
until
a
man who was killed.
No, he's alive. He was okay.
Oh.
He wasn't injured.
What the hell?
No, he was like telling
he
him
was
to like
hit by a car and screaming He was.
But you hear the beeping, so it sounds like somebody opened the car door.
Yeah, because you're like,
I
oh
saw
shit.
Where did he go?
It looked like something hit him. There was like the car.
No, that's the back of the car.
No, whatever's behind him, that's what. Yeah, he got sandwiched.
Oh,
Between like
No,
it
he's
looks
okay.
like an auto
Are his
shop.
legs okay?
Yeah, he's good.
How do you know?
Because I looked it up. There's an article on it.
You're sure he's okay?
Yeah, it was in Taiwan. He's okay. He's not dead.
It was in Taiwan. Okay, the location matters here. They got great doctors in Taiwan. He'll be alright.
They do.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
That's
All
Japan.
right, that's not Taiwanese. That's
That's
offensive.
a little south. How'd you guys feel about that? Not traumatized?
No, I was just confused. I didn't really understand it.
That's the point. All right, I'll get you guys something better next time.
Hugh,
No, I'm over your clips.
You know
yeah,
what?
Des, take it over. Go ahead.
with that clip being shown, so one of our listeners,
God.
they heard the podcast where you wanted to ask, would you rather? And the question was, would you rather eat shitty asshole or your mom's used tampon? And they said,
Did I answer that one?
yeah, you did. You did.
What did I say again?
You tell me. Which one would you choose?
Was it the
Hugh?
shit asshole?
Of course, that's the one you chose.
I think it was like, would you rather eat someone's ass after they just had diarrhea,
That's something like that. Yeah.
or
eat your mom's used tampon.
Yeah.
Nutrients, bro. Corn.
And the person said, maybe because you grew up with two parents, both your biological parents, that's why you'd rather eat shitty asshole. And I thought that was hilarious because I was watching them listen to the episode where we were talking about you having two parents, and me and Joe were like, oh, good for you. And it was a lady, and she was like 50 something, and she just paused it. She looked at me. She's like, that explains why he'd eat the diarrhea filled asshole. And I was crying.
First of all,
I don't get it.
you, Des, always say it's a shit-filled asshole. I think the idea is that like the diarrhea's already come out. No.
Hey man, it's still in there. It's still there.
You know what?
Whether it's on the
Is it because
sides.
do you think I haven't seen a tampon?
No, just because you have both parents. It was just like a both parents, like, oh, good for you type of thing. Lucky you. And it was a white lady too, so it brought me so much
Hey, it's
joy.
a struggle in the white community too now.
Basically, she said, because you have a daddy, you're a shit eater.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Take out your lack of dad in your life on me, you cunt.
Well, it's been a while since he's talked about daddy issues.
I know, which is
I don't have them.
No,
like bring it up for anybody else.
but you like to bring up women having
Yeah.
daddy issues.
Yeah, it's just a joke, guys.
No, but I'm saying it's been a while since you've
Since you
said
haven't
it.
said,
We haven't talked about any like.
Normally we don't. You just find a way to
That's
squeeze
true,
it in
that's true.
there.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I forgot about that.
Okay, so Des, you can actually correct me because I'm not gonna be able to say it right. But before we started recording, you said that there was like a question involving lingerie. Do you want to phrase it so I don't get it wrong?
Yes. So,
That's gross.
One of our listeners would like to know. First.
Sorry, I think I'm being out loud. That's why I moved away. Let's go on. All right.
Yeah. So she wanted to know how we feel about lingerie. Hugh, you being a guy, me being a guy, and Joe, you being a girl.
I'm a babe.
Who usually.
I'm not a girl. I'm a woman. Get it
Sorry,
right.
right? Pretty woman. What is that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah.
I am woman. Hear me roar. Okay, you want to know the joke?
Yeah, please.
I want to say I was like 10 years old. And you know, before school, you get ready and you plan out your little outfits. And, like in the summer, like before school starts. Yeah. Now, I was always one of those people, and I still kind of am. I wish I could be someone who like journals every day or writes in a diary every day. Mm-hmm. I can't. I'll do it like twice and then stop for about 2 years and then pick it up again. But I was like, little 10-year-old me was like, okay, like I want to write in my diary. So I wrote maybe like 2-3 days in a row, and there was like one where it's like, you know, school's in a couple days or next week or whatever. And I was like hyping myself up. I'm like, okay, like you got this. And when I wrote, I'm like, I am woman, hear me roar. Don't give me that look.
That's the same when I heard that the first time.
Does it give me such a dirty look? Listen, I was a child, but I was trying to like empower myself as a young woman.
Whatever you're
feeling. You thought about hear me roar?
Well, you know those commercials? I think it was it wasn't Venus. Venus is I'm your Venus, I'm your fire, your desire. But it was like a commercial.
It was a song.
Yeah.
I'm your Venus.
It was like a razor commercial or like a deodorant, some sort of commercial geared towards women. No. But I don't know. I don't remember what it was. But like it was part of the thing. So I was like constantly hearing I am woman, like that type of thing. And I was like, yeah, I am.
That's nice.
So no, but like a year or two ago.
That's on my daughter's.
A year or two ago. First of all, it's my diary, so you shouldn't be going through your daughter's diary. Talk about invasion of privacy.
Yup, I'm there. It's in my house. Better keep that outside in the backyard or something.
Read something you don't want to read.
No, but so like a while ago, you know, I found my old diary and he was here and he was like, oh, I want to see what you wrote. And I was like, okay. And like we picked a page and it was there. So he knows that cringiness.
Yep.
And then the other day, I don't know if it was something like that was on like TV or on the phone that we were hanging out, and it got brought up again like last week. So that's why it's like fresh in our minds. But I stand by it. Okay, I am a woman. Hear me roar.
Yeah. Sorry, I was on that. No.
Like you powered down for a second.
No, sorry. Because no, my phone is ringing, and I'm thinking of possibilities by the person calling, because this is what I do. So I just think of what they could be calling for, and I know this conversation is not going to go very well.
Oh, no.
It's Caden's mom, right?
Oh, Jesus. Damn moms.
Yeah.
Oh, lingerie. Lingerie's cool.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Depends on... yeah, it's cool. I like it. I don't have really much to say about it.
Joe. Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah.
I hate that shit. I hate that shit. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. I'm not going to appreciate it the way you want me to. I know that. Yeah. I'm going to see it. If it looks nice, I'm going to want to take it off even faster. Like, I just can't be bothered. Just a robe. Just a robe. Matter of fact, towel. Matter of fact, fuck it. Nothing. Just boom. Naked.
No, I like lingerie. That should be cool.
It's
not like something I'm like, oh, all the time. Like, every now.
No,
like maybe like
not even
twice.
Like if you never wear lingerie,
like
it's great.
Once every like 10 years.
See, lingerie can like make a woman feel very sexy and beautiful, and it doesn't even have to be for somebody else. I mean, a lot of the time it is, but like when a woman gets like a brand new like bra or new panties, and like you know, you're just like, oh, like these are cute, like. You put it on and you feel good. Yeah, so...
Guys, sorry.
Like, I definitely support lingerie for that purpose, but as for a partner, especially... I mean, like, maybe for women in, like, relationships with other women, because women can appreciate that shit, but, like, men don't appreciate it. Men,
I feel like some do.
Most men, but they want... The point of the lingerie is I'm not going to spend $100 on lingerie and then you want me to take it off. That I got to stay in it.
They want to wear it. They want the foreplay in it. Man, take this shit off.
Because it's like, if you're... And some men just like the idea of like, oh, I'm going to rip this off. Oh, no, you're not. You know how expensive this was?
I'll pay you back. Rip.
Yeah, even just a regular bra, like a nothing fancy about it, can be quite expensive. So it's like, I don't think men understand.
No, I knew... someone that was like that, like their regular underwear was actually just lingerie because they liked how they felt.
Yeah,
like they didn't wear regular underwear; they wore lingerie.
Sometimes you gotta do stuff that's like just for you.
Yeah.
But for the most part, because it is like a showy thing, the idea is to show other people.
If anything, I think it'd be cool. Yeah.
So like I'm definitely all for it, but like I don't have any desire because it's like, well,
ladies, don't waste your money. Unless he tells you to buy lingerie, don't waste your money.
First of all, he can't tell me to do shit.
Yeah, if you want to buy it. It's your money.
Nope. Because when you disappoint yourself, you have nobody to blame but yourself. And we're not trying to hear that shit. I didn't tell you to buy it. You're upset that I don't appreciate it. I didn't tell you to buy it.
I think that men need to know that they need to, even, like, you can't force, like, a crazy reaction, but I think just be like, oh, wow, like, you look nice. Like, acknowledge that the woman...
It's cool. Take it off.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, I'm done. Okay, Borat.
Yeah, that Borat was all over the city recently.
I know,
so
but
that's why
that was the worst
that's nice.
Borat I've ever heard, and it's very nice. Is what he says.
Oh, very nice. He was just like, Des, please.
It's so bad.
Please, Des.
It's bad. It's horrible.
From someone who doesn't do great voice impressions.
No. Oh, you do better than me.
Do your Borat.
I can't really do
I thought you were gonna. No, the joke was I thought you were gonna do that high pitched.
The queen.
Very nice.
But the queen is everything. Like,
yeah, that's British people. That's what you guys sound like.
I think
even the men.
Yeah, you do the same thing, man or woman. I think the only thing for the queen is you say, "Hello, I'm the queen." That's the.
I haven't done the queen.
Oh no, you don't say I'm the queen. You say it's me, the queen.
It's me, the queen. Hello.
Yeah, that's the only difference. Hello. All right. To me, it just sounds like a squawking parrot. If we're being
British
honest,
people sound like to me.
Squawking parrots,
especially your women. I'm just...
Honestly, I think the British accent is one of the most attractive accents in the world. You don't like it?
I don't like it.
Are you kidding me?
Scottish.
Oh my god, talk to me.
I like
British
Southern.
Accent.
Southern's my favorite.
I like
Southern is amazing too, but
I like Canadian English.
You don't like French Canadian?
Yeah. I don't like any accent whatsoever. I think they're all disgusting.
Right, but like even
I need you to sound properly when
depending on where the person is from, like we have accents.
Como ça va? Ugh, God, what?
French people don't sound that nice.
You were speaking French words, but you weren't using a French accent.
Comment ça va? Yeah, you didn't hear me go.
Sacre bleu.
Sabrina.
Not Des. Hugh, you're here. I'm gonna need it to come.
I'm trying to be French.
I said
they're always up there.
No,
just with their stench.
No, you've been here all episodes.
I'm joking.
Even like
you guys smell nice.
Spanish, like I'm not into that. Like I don't.
Hola, señor.
Like accents don't turn me on.
Well, if it ever did,
Pero,
all you need to do is get Hugh to imitate
pero please,
and it will no longer turn
Senor,
you on.
Please.
I'm glad you're making yourself laugh, Hugh.
That's what I enjoy doing.
Making yourself laugh?
Yes, sir.
That's amazing. Well, you know what? I think this has been a great episode. Very productive.
Like productive.
Reminiscing on our childhood traumas.
I need a tinkle.
I've been through so much. They wanted me to eat the porridge, and I don't eat porridge for breakfast. And I had a spoonful, or maybe two, and I threw up in the porridge. No, this is when I was younger.
Oh.
I threw up in the porridge, crying because I don't want to eat the porridge. I used to cry for everything. I was such a crybaby, but nobody knows that, right? Everyone was like, "Oh, Des never cries." So I was like, "Cry? Only babies cry." I'd go home. Stop yelling at me.
Wait, so you threw up? I thought porridge was good.
It is, apparently. I don't like it. So I threw up, and my mom...
Like kids will also convince themselves once they don't want something, they will upset themselves.
No, 100%. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. So my mom threw it out and got me another bowl and was like, "You're not moving from here until you eat your porridge." And I sat there and I watched the porridge get bigger because my teardrops were filling the bowl more with water.
That's why it tasted so bad.
She put it in the microwave and said, "This is what you're having for lunch. If you don't eat at lunch, this is what you'll be having for dinner. If you don't eat at dinner, this is what you'll be having the next day."
But then pretty much becomes like the cake, like pudding cake.
So then it becomes your problem because you still gotta eat it.
Yeah, if you put it in the fridge, it pretty much becomes the pudding cake thing.
And I had to eat it, and I cried, and I threw it all up later. I went to my room, and I was talking to He-Man, and I was telling He-Man how much I hate my mom, and I'm gonna run away. Yeah.
How old did you, Mom?
This was maybe grade 4, grade 5.
Okay, good.
That's too old.
I know.
That's like 9, 10.
You know how many times I ran away from home? Oh my God. That's crazy.
You actually did it?
No, I was gone.
Oh man,
I was gone.
I wish I did it. I always said I
would.
The
problem is, once you start,
yeah,
it takes care of itself. The second you leave that door, There's no like, okay, let me turn around.
Oh, I did.
There is fucking just run before they catch you.
I didn't do that. I think we can talk about it.
You're breaking out of jail.
No, that's what it is. Because if they see you leaving, where the fuck do you think you're going? And then you're getting your ass
I tried to do it once, and I walked around the neighborhood for about 2 hours, and she didn't notice.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
But then I was like, where am I gonna go? Like, I just wanted her to like appreciate me. So
attention.
I was like, when I leave, no.
When I leave, she will appreciate me. She'll be worried and she'll care and realize. She didn't notice.
Yeah, I mean, if she did, she played it off real cool. She did it what she should have done. She was just like, oh, where were you? I'm like, what do you mean? I was gone.
I ran away so many times.
Just walked
Came
around
back
the
sometimes
block.
days later. Maybe
What?
the next day. Yeah, I was gone.
Days.
Yeah, because I
living under a bridge like a
no,
troll.
but like people know me and I'm not like a horrible kid. So I would like. I remember one particular time. I got beat left, right, and center from my stepdad because somebody called me and I didn't know who it was, but whatever. And my mom was talking to my aunt who lived like 5 houses down. Well, maybe it was like 12, but whatever. And she was talking to my aunt about it. I'm sitting on the stairs by the front door, and I took off. Went to another friend's mom's house. It was like 3:00 in the morning. I'm ringing the doorbell. My mom came, answered the door. I'm standing there, tears running down my face. We didn't say a word, and she's like, "Come in."
Did the mom never call your mom?
Come in. She come like the next morning. She's like, "Oh, you know, I had to call your mom to let your mom know you're here." She said, "Okay, you know, just come home whenever you feel like." I didn't feel like going home, so I didn't go home.
Good for you. I could never.
Did it, man. I wanted to. In the area that I live, you know the area.
Yeah,
There's a lot of places I could
Yeah,
hide. A lot of forests I could hide for a while.
Sorry, I love how Des ran to other people's homes
And he's going
and
to the
you
forest.
ran to the
That's
forest.
I don't know. That's why I think when you run away as a kid, you run to the forest.
No.
I don't know, man.
Forest is what you're afraid of because you don't know what's in there.
Yeah.
I was the opposite,
Jesus
I
Christ, Eugene.
There's a lot, man. Pickering, Westwood.
Okay. All right. We're done. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at This Square Room and visit our website, thisroom.com. And that's about that. We will see you next Tuesday.